Oh, welcome from Sulzermoos in Bavaria, just north of Munich, the largest selection of used RVs in Europe. And I haven't been to the United States, but I often say in the United States I bet they're far better places. Well, I think in the United States, I'm sure they're bigger places, but there won't be much bigger places. There's a huge selection of vans. Yeah, I heard that the value of the vans here is 20 million euros. Well, this one here is 30,000 for this thing here. It's an Advantec Ti574 from TEC, 55,500 on the clock, August 2008, 700 kilo payload, 222 centimeter width. And the length is 619 centimeters, height 273. Right, so what can I say about this van? Well, not a lot, as I don't really know much about it. So nor do I know the company still is around. I've seen them at trade fairs. I don't think I've ever filmed any of their vans though in the past. Possibly haven't. Okay, right, so the first thing I noticed is that it's using the chairs which originally came with the vehicle. So just over 6 meter length, 619. Okay, there are some vans 620 centimeter length, so that's not all that unusual. Steps up here, well, in a sort of a more how should I put it, expensive van, you'd have had something to pull out thing which would have given you steps up, for example as Heimer does. But we do have a lot of storage around here. And what that is, don't know. Can't quite see the point though of having this like that at all. That makes no sense to me. It's as though something up here is now missing or has been taken away. Who knows? So, oh, I've got extractors under there. Okay, Dometic, excellent condition. Oh, there's a bin there as well. Oh, yeah, I like little details like that. Three burners, steps up, and in here. I'll take the ladder away right now, in fact, if I can. I'll have a look in this. And you've got the wardrobe is tiny, I can't think of another word for it. But you can keep your spare beer, dog food, contraceptives and things in there. Now, you can only get the fridge open when the steps are out. So if you want to keep cold beer and get it at night, you'll have to take the steps away, so you'll have to remain sufficiently sober to do that. Put this back up here if I can. Oh, that was easy. Well, for a 10-year-old, that's not 10 years old, it's nearly 12 years old. I think this is looking quite good. This seems to have gone off colour a little bit. Yeah, come in. See how much room there is up there. I'm wearing a hat because I'm outside. I don't want to get ill. I'm particularly cautious about my health since being in a van. Although I don't have to take public transport, where I think most people tend to get ill from, so. I mean, lots of room in this 6 meter van. I would have preferred a different type of door, but anyway. We've got a very big, an enormous. No. So this didn't come with the van. This was done this was done separately by the previous owner. Put that up there. gives you an idea of the size of the garage, although I can't get in. And in Italy you have to have these things on the back, I think in Spain as well. And that's where we are right now, so if you're interested in the vehicle, that's whom you have to contact, not me. Now, there's a huge amount of vehicles here, huge choice, and I'm now going to show you one or two in the similar cost area, although this thing here is the cheapest. That's 30,000 euros. So that's some of the low pro vans, and we'll start off, I think we'll start with this Globus T11. Okay, this is 33,000. This thing here is from March 2012 and costs 33,000. So definitely in a similar price range, and this is more, I think, what I would actually pick were I given the choice. You make a bed, an extra bed will go there, and see that here the bed is much higher, giving you more storage down here, and also in the garage as well. Okay, the here I think maybe it does show its age a bit, the colour. Here we've got, this comes out, and there you have your shower, and you can sit there and get your feet clean after a bicycle ride, for example. Right, you can see this one in more detail in a film I have already done about it. Show you some more older vans. And obviously I do want to try and keep within the same price range as much as possible. So if you want to see this hobby, you have to see it in a different film, because that's 65,000 euros. Here we've got a T57 from Sunlight, 33,000. This one here is from September 2012, and it's got 69,000 kilometers on the clock. And write down below what you think of it. Oh, and which one you prefer and why. And what, that's always the reason why is always important. Of course, you know, this I prefer B or C or whatever, and but I don't know why. That may also be an answer. So you have the Sunlight T57. Oh, I've got some overcab models here as well, but I'm sticking to the same type. Nevada T730, okay, 38,000, so we're looking at 10,000 euros extra. This thing here is got over 52,000 on the clocks. June 2014. This is an unusual van, so it's more than a metre longer. But what's unusual about it is its design at the back. You've got all this space down here, and look at all that. All this space around here. So, okay, but it's not yet my favorite in this price bracket. Okay, I'm gonna do my best to keep the price bracket the same sort of level to make a fair comparison. Of course, you know, price, you have to remember, price is something, it depends on supply and demand. And there's all sorts of features which go into supply and demand. 42,000, no, I think that's just over the price. You've got to have a 3 in front of it. Right, so Glucksmobile T640. This is the name, the Gluck is the name of, I think it's a surname of the owner of the company. 35,000 this thing's going to cost. May 2012, got more than 57,000 on the clock. And it's got a bed there above me, and it's got a low side bed down here. And it's got a bit that's broken above me, which I don't think I was responsible for. There it is up there. I don't know why that came down. Oh, be careful with that. And that goes up there like that somehow. Yeah, well, that's easily fixed. This is the one I would choose. I'll have to leave this one to last. Okay, right, so we've got a TEC Advantec Ti574, 40,000, just under, not quite the same, so 25% extra price. July 2010. Let's have a look inside. What this has got interesting is at the back once more. It's got a rather curious bed. And this. But now within this price bracket, you can see this in different films. Spent more time actually in this van, and in all of them. I mean, they'll get posted eventually. But of all of them within this price bracket, so we see under 40,000, I take this one if the second have anyone. Tramp 614 CL. 235 centimeters in width, 285 in height, 745 length, 93,000 kilometers, 39,000 euros. So it's it's what, 25%, well, more than 25% more expensive than the one I started off with. But it's a Heimer. Well, it's on a Fiat chassis as opposed to a Ford. I don't think that makes much difference. People, there are those that prefer Ford and those that prefer Fiat. Well, not many people prefer Fiat, but most people prefer Ford, I think. I don't think there's any great difference between the two. But this is the one I'd go for. Two big wardrobes here, but again, see that in a different film. So there you have a little bit of a rundown of the low profile models, which are comparable to the TEC model to start it off with. And what I find interesting about looking at the older vans more, I was hoping to find some real old classic stuff. Sort of like a, sort of a Cartago from 1995 or an Eastman Bishop from 1987 or something like that. Unfortunately, there's nothing like that here. This is, I think, the oldest van I've actually, this Advantec Ti574, the oldest van I've so far seen here. I may yet find more, but older ones. Most of what we've got here are, or what they've got here are new vans, or those which are slightly used. For example, this thing here, I think, has got like 5,000 on the clock or something like that, and it's almost new. It was its permit is from, what, 6 months ago, something along those lines. So if you find that of interest, please remember the company you've got to contact is the company which sells the things, not me. And I am not responsible for anything which goes wrong with the vehicle, or if you cannot get a hold of the company. Of course, you can say in the comments below that you couldn't get a hold of them, or you can send questions to the company in the comments below, and if they don't then see them and respond to them, well, to be quite frank, that's their fault. Okay, thanks very much for watching, and you'll see me in the next video if I stand in front of a mirror.